on your 2 feet, right? Wherever you are. If you'd like to take your shoes off, spread your toes really nice and wide, it's a good opportunity. We're going to take our Tadasana, our mountain pose, and take in your breath as if you could up through your feet, lengthening up through your spine, drawing your shoulders back and nice and wide, and then the crown of the head reaching up. So you can close the eyes or keep the eyes softly open here and just take a moment to breathe in through your body, an entire full conscious breath. And release that breath, release the shoulders, let the joints be really nice and soft here. Feel a mellowness, a softness to them. We're going to be moving them around. So let's just take our hands and roll our wrists, and maybe at the same time, see if you can widen your toes and just going from the outer ends in. So maybe getting into the ankles, the knees. We did a lot of kinetic stuff before, so here we go again. A little motion to kind of dust off some of the stuff we may have accumulated. And still thinking about the big toe knuckle, the pinky toe knuckle, and the center of the heel, and that lovely triangle that's created through your feet. Let's gently take in the breath. Inhale and exhale. Softly release. Let's do it again. This time you can do the arms up this way. And exhale, draw the hands down through the heart center. One more time, maybe nice and wide. Inhale and exhale. And last one. Inhale and exhale. We're going to dive down. So here's the trick for yoga. If you say, like many people, I can't touch my toes, it's really about bending in the knees and sending the hips back and then up so that you release through the low back. Maybe you feel your belly onto the tops of your thighs and then softly letting it go. Good. So you will probably find you can bend a lot deeper if you just bend your knees and allow that support of the belly and the legs together. We're going to inhale, come up halfway, and exhale, fold. So that folding is really thinking about folding in the lowest half of your torso and letting everything just drip. Inhale, coming up halfway again, maybe straightening the legs, but more importantly, straightening the spine. Exhale here, inhale, bend the knees and take the arms all the way up, and exhale, arms release down. That's a half Surya Namaskar. We're going to go into the full Surya Namaskar now. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, diving down, bending the knees and letting the whole spine release. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, walk or step back the feet into a plank position. Right here in plank position, you're still thinking about the big toe knuckle, pinky toe, the center of the heel is lifted. And now we're thinking index finger knuckle, really rooting down, pinky knuckle, and then beyond the wrist. If at any point you need to take your knees down, take your knees down. If you want to keep those knees up, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Shift a little bit forward and exhale, release all the way to the floor. Inhale, curling everything up into your back bend. Exhale, pushing back to downward facing dog. Notice I'm bending the knees and I'm just building the pose up from those bent knees. It's all about lengthening the spine. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And exhale, arms release. Good. We're going to do 2 Surya Namaskars just in succession, with the breath being the guiding principle here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One big, long exhale to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. One big, long exhale to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Walk your feet up. That's your exhale. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to sweep up. And now exhale. Release. Just take a moment. 1 Surya Namaskar A. Maybe put some wiggles into it. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pause here. Find your Tadasana. Wiggle anything you need to out of here. You can put your hands on your hips if you'd like. Roll the shoulders open and notice where your hips are in place here. Notice your feet. Notice your breath. Just taking a moment. Now we're going to come into Warrior One just to prep for our Surya Namaskar B. So starting with the right leg forward, left leg back, nice wide stance here. We're going to draw both hip points forward towards the short end of your mat. And we're going to take the arms up and overhead. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take some cactus arms, right? And then maybe interlacing the hands behind you. And let's step up. Good. Feel how that felt in the calves and the thighs. And let's go to the other side. So we're going to take right foot back, left foot forward, front hip points at the short end of the mat. Inhale, both arms lift up. And cactus arms. And interlacing the other way with the hands. And softly releasing, bringing both feet back to the top of your mat. Now we're prepped for our Surya Namaskar B, because it involves that Warrior One in there. But first, we start with chair pose. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, folding once more. Inhale, halfway. This is the big, long exhale where we walk back, step into plank, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, curling up. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Left foot spins. And we come up into our Warrior One, first side. Exhale, release. Through a vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Left side, back foot. Inhale. Exhale, big long exhale here, just letting it all go. Inhale. Exhale. Walk, step, jump on the exhale. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale. Inhale, chair. Sitting deeply and rising up and release. That's one Surya Namaskar B. Let's do another one with just the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Long exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale. And exhale. Softly release. Take a moment. Stand in your Tadasana. If you feel warm, this is a good thing. You've just worked out a lot of the joints in your body. And just feel that as you stand in your Tadasana, both feet firmly rooting down. We're going to find a focus point, and we're going to stand on our right leg to start. And we'll take our left foot either here at the calf, not at the knee, or way up at the top. And we'll find our tree pose. And then we'll softly release. And walk it out a little bit or shake it out. Finding that focus point, our drishti, and bringing it up as high as we need to. You can also come into the kickstand and bringing the hands together. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. And softly release. Shake it out. Take a moment. Roll the shoulders. So we're nice and prepped here for some back bends, but we're going to do some passive back bends. So we'll need 2 blocks, which I have right here. Our first block is going to come to the back of your mat, highest height. The second block will be here at the medium height. We're going to bring ourselves pretty close to this. This first block will be directly at our shoulder blades. So I'm just gently putting my shoulder blades as close as I can to being supported by the block. And then the other block will be right under my head. I love this pose, so I know how to get into it pretty quickly. So I draw the shoulder blades down. I'm widening through the collarbones. And then I just take a deep breath in and I let it go. And it really provides my neck a moment of absolutely not working at all. It's totally supported by the two blocks, and my chest is open. If you feel anything in the low back, take a moment, draw the knees together and the feet apart. That's going to create more space in that low back. We're going to take 5 breaths here. And at the end of your 5th breath, we're going to take our time to sort of bring that block a little bit lower. So you can do it one of two ways. I was doing the little caterpillar walk here, or you can take yourself a little bit farther back, right, until you're beyond the shoulder blades, and the bottoms of the shoulder blades are just touching the block. So you can also move it underneath of you. And there's a real chest opener here, but it may impede your low back. So lengthen your low back as much as possible, trying to draw those knees together, feet apart. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. This may be more challenging. You can always scoot the block back up, but just take your time. If you just recently ate, this might not be the best one for it, but this is also a really good way to release a lot of the hunching and the forward folding we do throughout our day. This is just an antidote to all of that device focus. So just give yourself a little break here to just unplug. All right. You can stay a little while if you like that one. This last one, you're going to have to come out of it. So we take our dominant hand, our writing hand to support our neck, and we sort of roll over onto our non-dominant hand. We're going to take one block, that will be our supporting block, and our other block just goes off to the side. You can, just a quick abdominal here, we're going to take our feet up and we're just going to open up through the chest. Should feel really good to be able to get that a little bit. Take a breath in, a breath out, maybe a little half Navasana, Ardha Navasana, and back up, and then roll all the way down. Grab your block. Let your head come down. Your shoulder blades are still moving towards one another, but we're going to bend the knees, send the hips up. I'm going to place the block either in the flattest way, this is totally fine, or you can go to this level, which is going to bring everything up a little bit more, or you can take it to the top. It really depends. Thighs are parallel here. We're really trying to bring those ankles and knees to be on the same plane, right? And you can open up through the chest. 5 breaths here. Real nice diaphragmatic breathing. Enjoy the belly opening. You just warmed it up, right? With the little bit of abdominals in there. And then slowly draw your feet in a little bit, and you're going to come onto your tippy toes and lift your hips up and draw that block away as you slowly release onto the floor. We're going to take our legs nice and wide out, as wide as your mat. And you'll draw the palms up towards the ceiling. And we'll find our rest here if you'd like to cover yourself up or just laying here. You can also go into any of the Shavasanas I've shown you on my channel here. If you want a fun one, go into the burrito practice. There's lots in there that are fun. And just allow your body, again, that idea of unplugging, of resting. This is where we gather our energy, we gather our breath. And then softly, as you're ready, you can stay here for as long as you like, or you can start to move towards rolling onto one side and pausing here. We want to keep this level of Shavasana throughout our day so that we can access it at any point that we'd like. Use both hands to softly lift yourself up and coming into a nice, tall, seated position. Roll the neck into a little half circle. If you feel like a full circle, it's up to you. Roll the shoulders and then draw the hands towards the heart center. Thank yourself for trying this practice. And I thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.